It's the Really Dumb Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, congratulations. You're here. You're home. The only place you need to be for the next hour is with your boy right here, Big Game Bob, on the Brilliantly Dumb Show, doing what we do. It's interview day today, and a special day for the Brilliantly Dumb Show. First NFL player to come on to the Brilliantly Dumb Show. We have Christian Kirk from the Arizona Cardinals. He's coming on in just a bit here. I think the goal here, stay away from the X's and O's, okay? Football season's coming up. Everybody's excited. It's got this big build up to it. It always does every year. But in a way, I know this sounds kind of nuts, but I find that on Sundays, it is so great the build up to an NFL day, to an NFL Sunday. I like to go out to breakfast in the morning, get a good omelet, the build up to the games. You got your fantasy teams going, you got bets going down. It's a beautiful thing, and it's a beautiful time to where, in a way, I almost feel bad for NFL players for not being able to experience it on the other side. Don't get me wrong, they're doing just fine for themselves, but the bottom line is, football Sundays are so beautiful, and watching it from the comfort of your own home, you can eat, you could do the whole 9 yards, you drink, you're with the boys, it brings people together. I look at these players and I kind of feel bad for them that they don't get to experience it the way we get to experience it. So I would like to go in just the kind of the behind the scenes of the NFL, probably some ridiculous questions that are going to come from it, but ones that I know we all think of. Let's bring him on. Christian Kirk. He's 2 years down in the NFL by now, and seems like a real good guy. We connected, and let's get after it. Let's talk some football. There's a certain buzz in the air, and let's go for this shit right here. We're gonna bring on the big fella himself, wide receiver, Arizona Cardinals, Christian Kirk, coming in hot. Let's give a real nice ovation for the big fella right there, Mr. Christian Kirk, checking in. Mr. 1-3, talk to us. How we doing there, champ?
What's up, man? Can you hear me?
I can hear you okay. I got to tell you, Christian, the turnaround time, okay, from the time that first DM hit from me to you to getting you on the show is very impressive.
Efficient.
Now,
Efficiency.
It is very, very efficient. What was it? Because I'm looking at my stories and I'm thinking to myself, how the hell did Christian Kirk get on? Is it the golf that got you?
Yeah. A bunch of my boys follow you, and they put me on your page a while ago, actually. And you know what's funny? It was actually your trivia video that went viral.
Is that what got you? Was the trivia video? Because I actually thought that it was the golf.
Yeah, no, it's part of the golf too, but we go golfing, and they're all, come on now, Bob. New room, new Bob. And I'm like, what the hell are you guys talking about? And they're like, you haven't seen. They're like, you haven't seen that video? I'm like, oh, we got to show you this video. So they showed it to me. I'm like, oh my God, this is gold. So I followed your page, and then been follow you, look at the videos and whatnot. And so, yeah.
So is it safe to say, are we making our way around the Arizona Cardinal locker room there, Christian?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Easy. I was talking to a couple of our guys. I'm like, yo, do you follow Robbie Berger on Instagram? Brilliantly Dumb. I'm like, yeah, bro, I love his shit. It's hilarious. So I'm going to the show tonight.
Because you came to me, you said, big fan. I said, I'm the one watching you on Sundays.
Yeah, it's crazy how it worked out. I was sitting on the couch last night. Yesterday was our off day, and I just got done watching some film, and I was literally watching your story.
That's phenomenal, Christian.
You had DM me, and I'm like, what? I don't know if I had accidentally sent you something or what. And I'm like, that's so random.
That is. Now, you're a golfer, no?
I am.
So let me ask you this. How long have you been golfing for, Christian?
I picked up the sticks in February.
Oh, so this is pretty recent.
Pretty recent, but I don't usually brag on myself, but I've
let it rip.
I've gotten pretty good pretty fast, and all my boys hate me for it.
Because I actually saw the swing that you had, and that is a smooth looking swing.
It's getting there.
Now I wonder, had you been golfing before, when you get ready to come even all the way back to draft day, I'm wondering if you were golfing at the time, if you're thinking, I kind of want to go to a team where I'm going to be able to golf a whole lot, all
Right.
year round, to where Arizona, I mean, you being from there, it kind of just worked all out for you. Now you got golf year round.
Exactly. And that was the thing. It was like everybody around me was golfing. I went to Texas A&M. Didn't really pay attention to it, whatever. Didn't really have an interest in it. When I came back, the whole locker room golfs. I mean, if you
That's
play out
huge.
here, the whole locker room, the coaches, everybody, they golf.
Now, does Larry
So
Fitz lead the charge in that? Because he's a big golfer. I always see him at the different charity events, the whole 9 yards.
yeah, so when Fitz was here and Patrick Peterson was here, those two kind of led the front with that. And they were the two avid golfers. They're playing in all the pro amateur stuff, the celebrity tournaments, and
Can I be honest with you, Christian? After hearing that you just picked up the sticks and seeing the swing, I'm kind of bothered by it. I am. I mean, that's insane. Now let me ask you, the for you, is it amazing? Okay, because I always wonder, like us being fans of the NFL, outside looking in. Okay, is it
right.
amazing to you just the buzz leading up to an NFL season? You don't get it in baseball. You don't get it in NBA, not nearly the way that NFL gets. Can you feel the buzz too?
Oh, for sure. I mean, there's so much that goes into it. If you make the playoffs and you go to the Super Bowl, you're done in February. But we have an off season. We're one of the few. I think we're the only professional sport that has an actual mandatory off season program. And so, we go in May and June, and you're practicing, but you're not playing. And so you got to go in, and then you have another month, a month and a half off. And so there's just so much that leads up to going into it. And then now we're in preseason training camp where we're at right now. We're going into week 3 of training camp, getting ready for our first preseason game. And it's just like, it's just so many hurdles you got to get through to actually step on the field for week 1. And when week 1 comes around, it's like it's on, and you can just feel the intensity and the level of play of guys just go through the roof.
So let me ask you, Christian Kirk wakes up on a Sunday morning. Okay, NFL season week 1 are the juices just flowing?
Oh yeah, it never gets old. It literally it never does.
Do you think there will ever be anything that compares to it?
I've always asked myself that, and like I know guys that have, got done and retired, and they've done some other things like, I don't know, go bungee jump off a cliff or go skydiving.
You think to try and get that rush?
Yeah, they're like, it doesn't compare. I guess you could say the only thing would be, I guess if you go to the military and you're taking live rounds coming at you, but I mean, I don't even know, like, I don't know what you would do to compare, they're like, everybody up here in the locker room, you're about to go run out of that tunnel and go out on the field. I mean, there's nothing that compares to it.
Now, this may seem like a ridiculous question, Christian. Okay, but what would you prefer? Okay, you did Texas A&M, big program. They go nuts about their football. Okay, you got the marching band, you got the whole 9 yards, you got classmates in there, whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
Having a big touchdown in college or having a big touchdown in NFL? Because I think a lot of people say, oh, it's got to be the NFL, but college, you got the band buzzing. What would you prefer? What's a bigger adrenaline rush?
Oh man, that's tough. It's hard. I mean, for most guys, I'm part of a small group that got to play in front of 110,000 people in college. So when you
Huge
score,
stadium, yeah.
yeah, when you score in Kyle Field, I mean, there's only like 5 other schools in the country that have that. So, that's pretty exhilarating. But when you're doing it in the NFL against the best of the best at the highest level, I still think nothing compares to that because, I mean, we all play football as kids. As a kid, from 5 years old, I knew this is what I wanted to do. And so when you're doing it in the NFL, it's a cool thing.
Now, see, the other stuff, I always think of this like I keep you away from the X's and O's. Okay, you're getting enough X's and O's, but even
Appreciate that.
I'm here for you, Christian.
Yeah.
I'm here for you. Even if let's say you have a real big game. Okay, the beauty of football is you have a big game that whole week. You got 7 days till you get another game. So you got to be living the dream throughout that week till food's got to taste better. You got to be sleeping better after a monster game and a dub.
Oh yeah, for sure. I would say you ride high for a good 3 to 4 days after that, and then the game plan for the next week comes out, and you got to kind of let that go, and get ready for the next following week. But I remember this past season, I scored 2 touchdowns on Monday night against Dallas. The first time I did that, and it definitely feels good. It definitely does.
And is there is there even more of a buzz for these primetime games? Or even, you'd say if you go into Dallas, Sunday night football games, Monday night football, you're mainstream. Is there a little bit different of a buzz there?
100%. Especially for us, being in Arizona, we're not a big market team. You look at Dallas, LA, New York, teams like that play on in primetime 4 to 5 times a season. We get 2 if that, and so you got guys that can make a name for themselves. Going out there on Monday, Sunday night, they have a big game. Now the whole country knows about them. Guys are drafting them on their fantasy team. Oh, I never heard of this guy. I never even watched Arizona until I turned on this game on Monday night. I see this guy, sacking the quarterback 5 times, or he scored 2 touchdowns, and so there's definitely some sort of incentive when you play those primetime games.
You're right. A lot of guys have really come alive for those, and kind of that's where you get familiar with the name as one of these blow up games, Sunday night, Monday night football.
For sure.
Now
Yeah.
you mentioned the fantasy football. Okay. I always wondered, you guys gotta have, especially I almost feel like football's gotten even bigger than it was because of fantasy. You have an idea of what you're projected in the whole 9 yards.
I I honestly don't like.
You will not check the projections.
No. Like, only time I'll ever put my eyes on it or see it is if like I get tagged in something on Twitter or Instagram. Like,
Yeah.
I drafted you here, or like, oh, you're projected here, or you have somebody call you or tell you like, hey, in my draft, everybody's got you projected. But like, I don't ever like seek it out or like come across it on my own.
And does that even go for like, even if you look at like different spreads that people put out on who's favored, how much they're favored by, do most teams have an idea of where they're expected to be in different spreads, to where you could kind of use the spread to fire you up if Vegas disrespects you?
Nah, like, sometimes we'll joke about it, like, oh shit, they got us, mine or plus whatever. But sometimes we'll joke about it if we see it come across the board or whatnot, or I'll even joke around, like there'll be times where on Good Morning Football they have the fantasy ticker, and it'll be like, who to sit this week, and you're number one on the list. You're like, damn, like, well, damn, I guess I'm not gonna have any catches or yards this week. So you see that, and you're like, all right. But it's half the time it's so like on or off, because they're outside looking in, and they're just projecting based off of analytics. And so we see it every week in football. You got a guy that's supposed to only go for 2 catches and has 7 for 150 yards. Just that's football.
Now, you see, also too, you must have, like, does it ever cross your mind? Okay, you score a big touchdown. Okay, you have a lot of these deep balls. Kyler throws you a deep ball or whatnot. In the back of your head, you're like, wow, I just really hooked up some fantasy owners.
I would say I don't think about that as much as, like, if it's the fourth quarter and I only got like 3 catches and it's just a slower game for me, I'm like, damn.
That's the one that gets you.
I'm like, there's gonna be some people blowing my phone up, like, what the hell are you doing, man? Like, I already know it's coming, and we all know it's coming. Like, we all know, like, if it's a slower game for us, and it won't even be a bad game, like,
right.
Sometimes the game play works out that way. The ball goes the other way. You have 3 catches, you have 2 catches. but people think you just suck, and so they automatically coming at your throat.
See, yeah, now we discussed having a good game and how good that week is going through it. On the contrary, okay, if you have a bad game and you guys have to face the media, are you dreading it? Do you go into the locker room and you say, "Ah, shit, now I got to go out and face the media"?
Not really. I mean, it's part of the job, like, and we've all had bad games. Like, it's no different than being in Pee Wee football and you have a bad game, you get in the car and your dad's cussing you out. Like, you do the same thing as a kid. Like, damn, my dad's gonna rip me a new one because I fumbled the ball. Like, it's the same thing. So I mean, we all know how to deal with it, and you just got to be a grown man about it. Be like, hey, today wasn't my day, but thank God we got 16 games in the season, and I'm sure I'll make up for it in the next. You know what I mean?
Do you think there's a certain art, Christian, to dealing with the media? There's got to be to some level, no?
No, there is. I mean, if you aren't comfortable with talking to people like face to face, or you're not used to the bright lights, because there's like hundreds of cameras and lights and people taking pictures, whatever. If you're not comfortable in that space, you could definitely get lost a little bit, and you can start talking and rambling, forget what question they even asked you. And so there's definitely like an art to it, but you gotta handle it like it's a normal conversation.
Right.
It's
And
easy.
is it kind of like, even like in a way like internet trolls, to where sometimes they're just kind of trying to bait you, and you're never going to, if you respond in a bad way, it's like you're never going to win. Nothing positive is ever going to come out of it.
Yeah, my strategy is I usually give them a lot, but I don't give them anything.
I love it.
I kind of play the game.
I love it. I love
Gotta
it.
play the game.
To me, you know who, like, I don't know if you're a baseball guy, but somebody who just totally was a mastermind with the media, somebody like a Derek Jeter,
Yeah.
to where he just gave you, he was one of the most boring post-game interviews of all time. And
Right.
and it worked. Nobody was ever, the media kind of laid off of him a little bit. He never gave them anything. And
Yeah.
he kept it that way.
Yeah. And that's got to be your plan. Like, if you can kind of just, you're still in the media, but you just kind of laying low and just kind of getting your way through, that's the perfect way to get by.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt the Burnley Dumb Show to let you know that the Burnley Dumb Show is brought to you by our good friends over there at Mac Weldon. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to talk daily wear, premium daily wear, you're talking about Mac Weldon. The daily wear system is a selection of clothes over at Mac Weldon, rooted in smart design, made with performance fabrics, and built to work together. Breathable t-shirts, polos, they do it all over there at Mac Weldon. I actually got these shorts that they sent me. Fits me like a fucking mitten. I've just been gliding in these things, and I wear them all the time. Probably won't take it off for quite some time. They're durable day by day. You don't got to throw those suckers in the wash every hour. Beautiful shorts, beautiful clothing, premium product, premium people. Buy some time this summer with Mac Weldon for the daily wear system. For 20% off your first order, visit macweldon.com/dumb and enter promo code dumb. That's macweldon.com/dumb. Promo code dumb for those of you who may be dumb out there. Use 20% off dumb. Mac Weldon. It ain't a game no more. They take care of you guys food wise. What do you get? A little food allowance or something?
We have so we stay in a hotel in Glendale, right across the street from the stadium.
Gotcha.
And so they transport our whole facility in Tempe all the way out here. So we have our full kitchen, all our chefs, our weight room, training room, everything.
Now that's got to be pretty nice. Do they do like a pre-game spread for you guys? Is there a pre and post game spread?
Pre and post game. Pre-game is usually the healthy stuff. Post game, I mean, Cane's, In-N-Out Burger. We get whatever.
You know what's probably nice, Christian? I think about this, especially with NBA players, football players too. You guys go out there and you're probably burning so much calories to where by the time the game's done, I mean, you guys got to be able to just whatever you want, you have at it.
Oh, I'm usually like, I'm a healthy eater. Like we have to, somewhat be on a good nutritional diet. But after the game, it's floodgates are open. I mean, whatever you want. Anything that I'm craving, I go after. I go crazy.
You let it rip.
Yeah, because like you said, I mean, we had a 2.5 hour practice the other day, and you got guys. I mean, myself, I lost 6 pounds. You got guys losing 8 pounds in a practice.
It's insane.
You got to get it back somewhere, so you just got to eat it all back.
That's it. How hard is it? Okay, like I even think of you guys after these games, how banged up you guys got to be. How hard is it? I almost think I don't want them to take it away. The selfish side of me being a fan, we love the Thursday game because it gives us a whole nother night of football.
Right.
But with that being said, you guys leave a Sunday game, okay, and then you got to bounce back for Thursday. Is it? I mean, because you do see Thursday games, people are dropping like flies. Is there definitely something to that because you don't have enough recovery time?
100%. It's awful. I mean, we this past year, I remember we played the Rams on Sunday. We had to turn around and play Seattle on Thursday night in Seattle.
Oh, geez, that just sounds it sounds exhausting especially going into Seattle.
It just hurts. I mean, we played them late in the year. It was November. It was cold, and we had no choice but to we don't even practice really. We just walk through. It's just all jog through tempo, and you got guys limping around on Wednesday. Getting on the plane and got to be ready to go on Thursday. So it's a quick turnaround, and it's tough on your body because, we don't even get back. If we're playing Sunday to Sunday, we don't even get back on the field going full speed until like Wednesday, Thursday, maybe. And so it takes guys a good 3 to 4 days to fully recover after a game.
Do you think, I mean, is there guys going in Sunday, so from the time the season starts, is it kind of safe to say that you're never really at full strength?
Our strength coach always gets up the first day of camp at our orientation meeting and says, "Welcome to your last day of feeling healthy."
Jesus. That
Your
makes me
day.
tired in itself right there, Christian.
Yeah. Welcome to your last day of feeling good for the next 6 months. And it's the truth.
It's unbelievable. But then again, you think as the fans, we're so selfish to where we just want that Thursday game to where it's us. It's like, you feel bad for the guys that are in there, but we just want the fan experience so much to where I'll be honest with you, Christian. I feel bad in the sense of waking up on a Sunday morning for football Sunday. Okay, I got my tradition. I get an omelet. I get breakfast potatoes. We make a whole thing out of the Sunday to where I feel bad that you guys don't get to experience that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So come your bye week, do you do that? Is it the full Sunday or you don't even want to bother with football come the bye week?
It's split 50-50. I personally enjoy watching football. Like I don't make a game day out of it, but I do enjoy like sitting down and just watching other guys. I got friends all over the league, so I try to catch as many games as I can of them, or possibly go and watch them, or even go to one of their games. But I usually try to stay away from all that. But I'll stay at home and watch some of my homeboys play. But I remember in college, the same thing. We had a bye week, and I think we went to like, I don't know, the University of Texas, or we went to like Oklahoma. A couple of my boys did a little road trip, and we went down there. We tailgated. I'm like, so this is what you guys do every weekend. We're getting ready. We're in the locker room, stretching in the hot tub, trying to get ready. And I know game days are fun, but like by no means like do I ever complain about the Thursday games or whatnot. Like I said, like it's our job. We all signed up for this. If we don't want to do it,
and you're and I definitely get that. Yet at the same time, though, the Thursday game, that is like to watch when you're watching these guys drop like flies. It's it's a little, it's tough.
No, for sure. No, it's not easy, but usually I will say in the past, when we've had that Sunday to Thursday turnaround, we usually get a bye week after. So, guys, you kind of just keep your fingers crossed, make it out of there healthy, and then you get a whole 10 days to relax and kind of recoup.
Yep. You ever see Red Zone, Christian Kirk?
NFL Red Zone. Oh, that's the one with the four screens
with Hansen. He does.
He's an animal.
He's unbelievable. He will
Yeah, he's an
take you
animal.
game to game, update to update. And then, you have Christian Kirk on your fantasy team. He transfers you over to Arizona, and a big play is about to go down that already just
Yeah,
happened.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's a
yeah. Are you
beautiful
a red
thing.
zone guy?
What's that?
You're a red zone guy?
Gotta be. You
Yeah.
got to. And another thing, for me, Christian, watching the games on Sunday, I actually usually, I don't shut up. I like people talking. And come
Right.
Sunday, I like being with the guys that really don't say much because we just like to watch it and just enjoy it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah. You
live
have
two
to.
different Sundays, you and me,
Yeah,
Christian.
yeah, you have to. I would definitely say our Sundays are a little different, but similar in a sense.
Yeah. Well, I got news for you. And I got one more thing for you, and then I'm going to let you go. You're a friend of the pod now, Christian. So I will be pulling for you. The Brilliantly Dumb Faithful will be behind you Sunday after Sunday after Sunday, locked in on you, man.
I appreciate that, man. Hey, I know you reside in LA, so I'd love to have you out to a game. We come out there and play the Rams if you want to come out, you and whoever. I got you. You're more than welcome.
I could give Red Zone a break for a week, no question about it. I'll hold you to that. That would be awesome.
Oh, of course. And then as long as you do that, then we got to get on the course after.
Done deal. Well, we'll make a whole weekend out of it, Christian.
We could do that. That's easy for me.
I like that a lot. Hey, the last thing I want to ask you before I let you go, okay?
Mm-hmm.
From what you've seen in the league, top 5 guys, can't say an Arizona Cardinal because I know you'll be a little biased towards them, to Kyler, DeAndre. Top 5 guys in the league that just blow you away, that these guys are just on another level.
Any position?
Any position.
I would say number 1, because we see him 2 times a year, Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This guy's unbelievable.
It's a whole different beast out there. Patty Mahomes.
Yep.
For sure. I'll say like Patty Mahomes and Tyreek Hill, like that duo, playing against them and for the first time was crazy. Right now, I got to go. He's one of my close friends too, and just got a big contract. Josh Allen, he's killing it right now too.
Look at you. Look at this.
Josh Allen.
Okay, big for Buffalo right there.
Big for Buffalo. Aaron Rodgers.
Gotta be
another one where it's just he makes those plays and it's like, I mean, come on. You can't stop it. You can't. It's unbelievable.
Do you feel bad for like the offensive tackle going against Aaron Donald? Like, do you feel bad for him through that week to where you guys are kind of cracking jokes on him? Like, you better be ready.
It's not even one guy, because Aaron will get up and walk around and he'll test every guy on the line, and he'll find one guy he gets a little win against, and then it's all out the rest of the game. And I mean, the whole game plan is, how do you stop 99? How do you get him to not ruin the whole entire game plan?
Well, I'll tell you what, Christian, again, whoever you're going up against, you got the faithful in your corner, and you say the word, you come out to LA, we'll get some golf out there. We'll go to a game, whole 9 yards. I'm ready for you.
Let's do it. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me.
Hey, much appreciated, man. Until next time. Okay.
Yes, sir. You take care.
Take care, Christian. All right, folks, there you have it. Christian Kirk himself, somebody like that, whenever these athletes or something, you get them to come on to the show. And especially if they're fond of you, it's hard not to root for him. I mean, I will be pulling for Christian Kirk. And to be honest with you, I'll probably get him on my fantasy team just to ensure that I have him. I'll probably do it a few rounds early too. Easy guy to get behind. Part of the Brilliantly Dumb Faithful now. And I know the Brilliantly Dumb Faithful will be a part of Team Christian Kirk. Ladies and gentlemen, no voicemails this week. We're back to the voicemails next week. We're going to keep some different interesting interviews rolling through, keep the characters rolling through. This is what we do. I appreciate you and love you for the support. We'll see you folks next week. Take care. Be safe. Hum now.